Starting your data science journey can feel overwhelming, right? You hop around YouTube and either find content that's too basic or tutorials that jump straight into advanced stuff, leaving you even more confused. But what about structured guidance with a proper learning path? Now let's be real here. Most of that structured learning usually comes with a crazy price tag, easily crossing a few lakhs on those big edtech platforms. But honestly, it doesn't have to be this way. That's exactly why I started this channel. My mission is simple, which is to make quality data science and AI education accessible to everyone. So on this channel, you will find complete full-length courses, structured learning paths to guide your journey, subject-wise hands-on capstone projects, and dedicated content for interview preparations. We'll be diving into technical and hands-on learning experience across the analytics and AI spectrum, starting with data analysis in SQL, Python, and Tableau, then diving into foundation mathematical concepts in probability, statistics, linear algebra, and moving all the way to advanced areas like machine learning, natural language processing, generative AI, and AI engineering. So if you're ready to skill up without burning a hole in your pocket, hit subscribe and let's begin your learning journey today. I spent more than 8 years in analytics across edtech, banking and financial consulting, and core steel manufacturing sector. I worked as data scientist, machine learning engineer, and most recently as a data science instructor at an edtech platform. And over these years, I've taught and mentored thousands of students and working professionals and helped them skill up in data science. And now I'm here to guide you step by step into career in data. If you would like to connect with me personally, my LinkedIn profile link is in the description below. Alright, that's enough about me. Let's quickly walk through what we'll cover in this video. Since this is channel's introductory video, I'll keep it light and simple without diving into technical details right now. Just a general overview of the important topics. The very first thing I want to talk about is why even bother learning data science and AI? And more importantly, why should it matter to us? And once we get the importance out of the way, I'll share plenty of AI applications from daily life. And you will be surprised at just how deeply it's shaping the world around us. After that, we'll sort out the common confusion as to what do people really mean when they say data science, machine learning, or AI. And to make it easy, I'll use a real-life example to simplify these terms. Next, we'll deep dive into why data matters, the skills and tools we need to understand and analyze it, and how to turn data into real value. Because without data, there is no data science, machine learning, or AI. With these fundamentals in place, we'll then discuss tools, skills, and learning paths to enter the data world. I'll show you exactly what courses to take, and this will be the order I'll also follow for our future courses on this channel. Next, we will go over the benefits you can get from this channel, like digital notes for every lecture, assignments, reference books, interview prep material, and more. And finally, to wrap up, I'll give you an early sneak peek at what's coming in the very first course video on this channel. Alright, we have got a lot to cover in this video, so let's dive in by first understanding why in today's era it's so important to skill up in AI and data science. So in 2025, the AI and data science skills are not just for data scientists or researchers anymore. They are becoming essential for all professionals and students, no matter the field. With data everywhere, knowing how to analyze it and apply AI is a key to boosting efficiency and staying competitive in any domain. Think about it, whether it's finance, healthcare, marketing, education, or even manufacturing and logistics. Every industry generates data at massive scale and relies on it for decision making. That's why professionals at every level, from entry roles to leadership, are now expected to bring in data and AI skills, right? So from a business point of view, this means hiring people who can turn data into insights, optimize processes, and drive innovations. And for students, skilling up in data science and AI means having a clear edge in the job market and the flexibility to work across different industries. It's that important. These skills are key to staying relevant and future-proofing both businesses and individual careers. It's truly the need of the hour. And if this introduction isn't enough to convey AI's importance, let me show you how it's shaping our daily lives, often in ways we don't even notice. The very first thing most of us likely do in the morning is unlock our phones with a fingerprint sensor or Face ID. that's actually powered by AI, specifically trained image processing and computer vision models that verify your identity before letting you in. And if you've got a smart speakers like Alexa, Echo Dot, or Google Nest, the moment you say, "Hey Google, play my song," the AI kicks in. It captures your voice, converts the audio into text, analyzes your request, and then responds by playing your song. Pretty cool, right? Next up are smart wearables, like smartwatches or smart rings that fitness enthusiasts love to flaunt. These are essentially 24/7 monitoring devices powered by AI models. From tracking heart rates to classifying your activity levels and even analyzing your sleep quality, it's AI quietly working behind the scenes. Now let's say you are heading out to the office or for a short trip. You quickly check Google Maps and it tells you that your destination is 30 minutes away. Now behind the scenes, Google Maps is analyzing real-time traffic data and several other parameters. It's the machine learning and AI models at work that give you that estimated arrival time of 30 minutes. And since we are talking about smartphones, how can we not talk about your sweet addiction to social media? Especially reels and short videos that give you that instant dopamine hit and keep you scrolling for hours. Behind it all is AI that is constantly recommending the next video tailored just for you. For example, if you usually watch political content, AI will keep showing you politics videos. If you are into cooking, it will mainly recommend cooking videos. Everything personalized just for your interests. Now the next everyday AI application I want to talk about is large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek and others. These chatbots can provide you with a vast amount of knowledge in just seconds. Imagine having an army of thousands of PhDs as your personal assistant, each an expert in their own field. That's the true power of AI available to the masses today. And now it's up to us to put it to good use, right? Now let's look at some AI examples in banking and e-commerce. The first one is something most of us have experienced: the annoying spam calls about credit cards. "Sir, we have an exciting offer. Our bank is offering you a lifetime free credit card." So have you ever wondered if the bank actually calls every single customer in their database? Of course not. That would be way too costly to call millions of customers in their database. So instead, AI and machine learning models analyze the bank's financial data and identify customers like you who are most likely to accept these credit card offerings. Your selection wasn't done by a person. It was AI working behind the scenes for these campaigns. So next time you get one of these spam calls, remember it's the AI you should blame, not the person on the other end. Now let's say you get a credit card. What do you do next? Most likely, you head to e-commerce platforms like Amazon to shop, right? But here's something interesting. Your Amazon app homepage is completely different from your family member's Amazon application. Now why is that so? That's again AI models. It's basically analyzing your spending behavior, past purchases and payment patterns to recommend products uniquely customized to you. And the last example, but not the least, let's say you apply for a loan. Whether it gets approved or how much amount you are eligible for is determined by the bank's AI and machine learning models. They analyze your financial profile and risk factor, and basis this analysis, they even reject or accept your loan application. So as you can see, these are just a few examples of how AI is shaping our daily lives. And we have barely scratched the surface. There are hundreds of ways we interact with AI every day without even realizing it. So that's why in today's digital world, it's important to understand these interactions, not just to harness AI's true potential, but also to stay digitally safe. In my courses, we will explore many such use cases across different domains and industry and learn how to build these AI models from scratch. Now next I want to quickly touch on what we mean when we say data science, machine learning or AI. Let's break down these terms in simple layman language without diving too deep into technical details. One thing you will definitely agree with me on is that AI systems cannot work on their own. Every AI model needs data as its fuel. That makes sense, right? Now let me pose a simplified example for you to understand these terminologies. Imagine you are creating an AI that looks at a picture of a fruit and tells you whether it's an apple or an orange. Now let's take a look at a simplified process of how we can create this AI with some easy to follow instructions. Think of the AI as a little robot or a child who has never seen any apples or oranges before. So you start showing this robot lots of pictures of apples and oranges one by one, and also telling it the correct fruit label each time, whether the fruit is apple or an orange. Now this little robot uses its brain to learn the characteristics of each fruit, like color, size and shapes. I like to call this brain as an algorithm or a program, or more precisely a machine learning algorithm. And the characteristics it learns, like color, size and shape, are called patterns. And as our AI robot learns these patterns from these images one by one, this whole process of robot gaining experience and getting smarter is what we call machine learning. And after learning the patterns from many labeled pictures of apples and oranges, our little robot is now trained well enough to make predictions on its own. At this stage, we call it a trained AI model, which is ready for the real world test. Now whenever this trained AI scans a new fruit, which is an unlabeled data, it uses its past learning experience and confidently classifies the fruit, recognizing it as an apple. Make sense? So this is the simplest way to understand how we build an AI. For now, I've kept this explanation free from any technical details on purpose. With this example, I hope now you have some idea of what we mean by data, algorithm, patterns, machine learning, and AI. So to sum it up in simple words, data trains machine learning algorithms, and these algorithms evolve into AI models that can understand and act on new inputs, right? So far, I've showed you these images which we are calling as data. But in real world, data isn't limited to just pictures. It can be in so many forms like text, tables, numbers, audio, video and more. So before we even think about building AI, we need to shift our focus to the most fundamental piece of the puzzle, the data. And that's exactly where data science comes into play. Now let's review what we have covered about AI and machine learning, and then see exactly how this new term data science fits into the picture with a real-world example that you've probably heard of. Self-driving cars. Let's walk through the kinds of data a self-driving car captures in real time and how it makes automated decisions on the fly. Now think about it. This car has to make split-second decisions using only the real-time data it captures through its sensors. Now through these sensors, this raw data comes in many forms: images, sounds, and even text. Now let's say we have gathered tons of this raw data from many driving sessions, which may include millions of images, audios, and text files. And we want to use this data to build an AI that makes fast decisions in real time. But here's the catch: this raw data on its own is useless. So before we even start training an AI, this data needs to be pre-processed, structured, cleaned and analyzed, and then transformed into standardized format. Only then it becomes useful to an AI model. And all these steps together are what we call data science. So data science is the process of taking raw data, analyzing it, making sense out of it in a way that humans can understand, and then transforming it so it's ready to be fed into AI models. Make sense? If this is your very first time hearing these terms like data science, machine learning, AI, or model training, I suggest you take a short pause here. Spend a few minutes actively recalling what these terms mean in your own words. And if you need a quick refresher, just rewind this video a bit and review the concepts before moving forward. Alright, now that you have got a basic idea of what data science is, let's connect it back to machine learning and AI. So we just said that data science is really a collection of processes that help us make sense out of the raw data. In reality, it involves using tools like Excel, Tableau for analysis, storing and extracting data with SQL, and diving deeper with Python for advanced analytics and many more. And on top of that, we use machine learning algorithms to understand patterns in the data, and training AI models is also a big part of data science. So by now, you can see that machine learning is basically just a program that learns patterns from the past data. Once it's trained properly, it can start making predictions based on new data. So take our self-driving car example. when the car receives fresh data in form of images, audio, or video, the trained machine can quickly classify what it's seeing. Is it a bike, a person, a traffic signal, or a road itself? And once those predictions are made, the AI program can act on them in real time, like deciding whether to stop, honk, or accelerate. So with this example as well, I hope you now get a clear picture of what data actually means, what data science is, and what do we mean when we talk about machine learning and AI. Alright, now let's move on to the next section of this video, where we'll look at the key skills and tools you'll need at different stages of data science, and how you can kickstart your journey into data analytics with clear, structured learning paths. So far we have seen that the data is the most important thing. In fact, the whole point of data science is to help us understand data better. And like I said earlier, data is the fuel that powers all AI systems. That's why before diving deep into AI, we have to begin our journey with the fundamentals of data itself. For example, what data is, where it's stored, how to extract it, how to clean it, and how to analyze it, and so on. No matter which industry or domain you are in, or aspire to be in, every sector generates massive amount of data on daily basis. This raw data is typically stored either in companies' large on-premise server rooms or in cloud data servers. For example, let's look at the financial service sector. A bank may store its massive customer databases and financial transactions securely on cloud servers. Now imagine you are a data analyst at this bank, and to analyze how the bank is performing, the first step is to extract the specific data you need from these massive servers. This is where SQL or structured query language comes in. Instead of dealing with entire massive database on servers, SQL lets you write queries to fetch just the small chunks of data you need for analysis and other tasks. Once you've extracted the required dataset using SQL, the next step is to analyze it, create charts, reports, or even dashboards so you can see all the business key performance indicators in one place. For this, we use data analysis and business intelligence tools like Excel, Tableau, or Power BI. And for more advanced analytics, we turn to Python programming and its libraries. Python gives us the power to work with data in depth, clean it, transform it, and to perform detailed statistical and mathematical analysis. And learning to handle data in Python not only lets you build AI automations, but it's also the programming language we use to write code for training machine learning algorithms and AI models. This really shows how powerful Python programming is. And learning to handle data in Python is an absolute must for anyone who wants to take their data skills to the next level. Now here on your screens, we have looked at some of the key tools and skills you need as a data analyst to start understanding and making sense of the data. So keeping these requirements in mind, I've put together a proper learning curriculum to help you master these tools and skills. That's exactly the goal of this channel as well, to teach you these skills with complete and exhaustive coverage. So to get started in the data profession, the first step is to learn the essential tools for data analysis. I'm calling this Phase A, where we'll cover tools like Tableau and Excel, as well as programming languages like SQL and Python, and including Python's data science and visualization libraries. We won't just cover the essentials, but we'll also dive into multiple hands-on, real-world projects in each of these courses. These hands-on projects will give you a taste of how real data professionals actually use these skills in their day-to-day work. Once you're equipped with the data analysis toolkit, we are ready to move into advanced data analytics. This includes understanding the business and its expectations, performing mathematical and statistical analysis, analyzing product features through A/B testing, running experiments, and doing hypothesis testing. We'll cover all of this in Phase B, which focuses on building a business acumen and product sense, and applying your data analysis skill to solve real business problems. After that, we'll move into Phase C, where we'll dive into the fundamentals of generative AI automations, a most trending and demanding skills in today's time. In this phase, we'll explore automation tools like N8N, build AI-powered data analysis workflows, learn how to use ChatGPT or other language model APIs. Here we will also discover how to create no-code AI agents and develop AI-powered applications. For example, we'll work on projects like creating a WhatsApp AI agent for customer support, or even a personal day trading AI agent capable of suggesting smart trading decisions in real time. Cool, right? And before we dive into advanced concepts like machine learning and training AI models, in the phase D, you will get a dedicated course to prepare you for a data analyst interviews. In this course, we'll walk through SQL problem solving with real-world interview questions, Python and coding interview questions, probability and statistics interview questions, covering key concepts like Bayes theorem, distributions, hypothesis testing, and central limit theorem. And also covering interview business cases to sharpen your problem-solving skills, like how to design A/B tests and perform root cause analysis, etc. And finally, important resume preparation and mock interview tips to help you stand out in the job market. After that, we'll move into phase E, advanced data science courses on predictive modeling. In this phase, we'll dive deep into machine learning and deep learning, starting right from the fundamentals and gradually moving to advanced concepts. So we start by learning the fundamentals, mathematics behind these models, their practical implementation, and also explore a wide range of machine learning algorithms using real-world datasets. And once your foundation is strong, we'll step into specialized areas like natural language processing, where we will be working with text analytics and language-based applications, and computer vision to create predictive models that deal with images and even video data. After that, we will enter phase F, which is all about machine learning operations and model deployment in production. So this phase is all about taking your machine learning models from Python notebooks to production. Here you will learn how to deploy, monitor, and manage AI systems in real-world environments. We'll explore key tools and concepts like Apache Spark, which handles big data and distributed computing. We learn about cloud computing by leveraging platforms like AWS, Azure, or GCP for large-scale AI solutions. Then moving on to Dockers for containerizing your application for smooth deployments. And lastly, Git and version control that allows us to collaborate on projects and keep track of every change. So by the end of this phase, you will be equipped with the skills to build, ship, and scale AI application just like industry professionals do. And finally, the next phase G is all about AI engineering. This is where we go deeper into the world of modern AI systems and large language models. Here we will learn the mathematics that powers these large language models and move into practical implementation of transformers architecture, which is the backbone of today's AI, right? We'll explore tools and frameworks like the Hugging Face for accessing pre-trained models and fine-tuning them, LangChain for building intelligent pipelines and AI-powered applications, Llama Index to connect your models with custom data sources, and LangGraphs for creating structured and advanced AI agent workflows in Python. So by the end of this module, you'll not only understand how LLMs work under the hood, but also be able to engineer your own AI agents which are capable of reasoning, planning, and interacting with real-world data through code. And I strongly believe that as of today, all these modules pretty much cover everything you need to become an AI industry ready. So whether you see yourself working as a data scientist, a machine learning engineer, or even stepping into AI engineering, you must acquire all these core skills as soon as possible. Now I'll be creating these courses in order starting from phase A, the fundamentals, and from there we'll keep climbing step by step, phase by phase. Honestly, it's going to be a long journey for me too, making sure I put out quality courses all the way till the last phase. So if you're just starting out, or even just thinking about stepping into this field, this is your chance to skill up alongside me. But if you're not a complete beginner and already have some exposure to data analytics, you can still follow along with me. But if you can't wait for my content on these advanced phases, no worries. You can always take this roadmap, use it as inspiration, and build your own learning path from the other resources that are already out there. Awesome. Now whenever I upload a course or a topic video, you'll get digital notes of everything we have covered, along with take-home assignments to practice on your own. So about the video upload frequency, I'll aim to upload videos weekly, preferably on weekends. And for every course, I'll try to provide freely available standard reference books and other online resources to make your learning easier. Plus the assignments will also include the real interview questions from that topic video, so you can practice exactly what's expected in the industry. Basically, all of these resources are designed to take your data analytics skills from beginner to advanced. And during the course, if you ever want to have one-to-one conversation with me, whether it's about the content or just for some guidance, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. You'll find my LinkedIn profile link in the description of this video, along with the channel's Google Drive link, where we will store all our lecture videos, resources, and other reference material. So make sure you bookmark it so that you can easily access everything. Okay? Now, as I mentioned earlier, we are first going to focus on building strong data foundation. So the very first course that will help us understand and analyze the data interactively is on Tableau and Excel, and that is also a part of our data analysis toolkit from phase A. So in this course, we'll start by understanding data through visualizations and charts, and then move on to advanced data transformation features and analytics in both Tableau and Excel. So to give you a sneak peek, this is the first interactive data visualization dashboard you will be able to build yourself within just a few hours of this course. And after this basic dashboard, we'll gradually move on to more complex projects and analysis in Tableau and Excel. So stay tuned for my next videos, where I'll walk you through the detailed content of this first course, setting up the softwares and tools you need to get started. Alright, that's it for this introductory video, and I hope you got some idea about these buzzwords, AI, machine learning, and data science, and what skills you need to conquer the world of data. And to join this learning journey with me and to really level up your skills in the field of data, subscribe to this YouTube channel, Master AI with Shivam, and start your data science and AI journey today.